Hey everybody, welcome to another episode of JBTV. Hope you're having a great day. Getting started on a V4, V5 here. The whole gym has been reset, so there's lots to do. There's one wall that didn't reset, so I'll be climbing those as well, but it's gonna be spread out over 2 videos, so look forward to that. So this one, just a V4, V5 of the brow here. Nothing too crazy, just a lot of crimps, although I did get a little bit confused on the beta here. I chose to go out right here and hit a foot chip and had to bump it up, but the rest of it just getting some high feet and cruising my way along. So Thiago hits in the last video said, cool vid, missed the Q&As, the questions and answers. And you know what, I miss doing them too. So bringing them back today. So Thiago also asked in a previous video, what kind of training do you do as a living? Does it have to do with climbing? And the answer is it does not have to do with climbing. The training that I do for a living, well, a little bit. I work as a climbing trainer on the side a little bit, teaching some kids, but the training that I do is group fitness classes, doing a lot of HIIT, high intensity interval training. And I'm actually gonna be transitioning jobs here this month, but I've been doing that and it's been awesome. Anyways, jumping into the problem at hand here. So this is a orange V6, V7, one of the best problems that's been set in the gym in a while. It's awesome. It's these really fantastic new holds. They're really good pinches and slices. So going up right here, I'm gonna opt to throw out left, swing the foot over, and then get a right hand underneath, grabbing that big sloper, doing a foot switch, and then going up left here. And the top of those is just good enough to hold, nothing too crazy. So I'm gonna get a heel, swinging my feet over here. I'm gonna go out right, and once again, I'm grabbing the top like a sloper. I do end up pinching that one. Get the left heel to really sandwich myself in there. And then I'm gonna go out right to the best of those 3. Switching to a toe, I'm hoping to switch my feet, but my toe popped there and I hadn't gotten my right hand to the best part of that hold. So a little surprised to come off there, but hopping right back on. So once again, I'm gonna toss out left, swing the feet over, and I love this move. The way you grab this is like an undercling almost, super rad, going up left, and this time it's gonna kind of hook that heel in right away. From here, going up right, getting that left heel on, and you're gonna notice that I get to the far side of this one, which is the best spot. So even though my feet cut, not a problem there. Able to then get my left heel hook up, and then going up left, popping it off there, switching to a toe, and then I'm gonna match and make my way up to that top pinch, which once again is pretty good. From here, you get your feet wide spread, and you have 2 little pinches out to the side. So I grab the first, not quite as good as they look, but they're certainly good enough to use. Walk the feet over, get that left foot on, come in, and from here you're done. So a super sick problem. I love that one. Power, but you had to think about what you were doing, and there's a few different betas, but most people were doing it the way that I was. Up next, another V6, V7. This one's gonna be blue holds. And just so exciting to see the gym reset. Feeling like a kid on Christmas morning. So 2 pinches here, the feet out to the left. So this one's a little bit easier than the previous one. Big move up left, and from here you need to go out right. So a lot of people toss. I go up pretty static and then swing the feet. And then from here, get my left heel hook on. I'm gonna pay that a little more attention after I get to the top here. But grabbing these pinches, that was a pretty interesting move. The way I'm holding that, felt pretty good with the heel locked in. And I've seen a lot of people in the gym struggle with this route. And it brought to my attention that not everyone knows really how to properly heel hook. So I just want to highlight this. When I get my left heel on here, I turn my toe out, as in to the left. And a lot of people turn their heel in, and that means their heel would pop off there. So just kind of highlighting that because it really made a difference. And if you watch professional climbers, oftentimes they're gonna be really turning their heel out, and it just gives you a little more leverage, engages that hamstring, and you get a little more friction as well. So switching gears to a pink V4, V5 here. This one felt pretty interesting. I found my way out right, and then you don't really have any feet except for the really big hold, but it wasn't exactly where you want it. So here I would imagine you'd want to cross in, but I found it easiest to bump out left. Once again, holding that left pinch kind of up like that, getting the gas on, and then going to the finish here. So another comment from Gregory Boosdyke, sorry if I said it wrong, Gregory, but he just reminded me to attach my Patreon link to every video, so it won't grow if I don't promote it. And thank you. Yeah, I appreciate the comment, man. I'll keep pumping out that content. I'm happy you think it's great. So yeah, I have a Patreon. The link will be in the description if you want to donate, see more of this stuff with some better filming equipment. Please donate. I would really appreciate it. Anyhow, pink V4, V5, pretty cool here. I love when they use really big holds that you can use in a variety of ways. And there's quite a few betas for this. I really fancy heel hooks, so getting a high heel there, loading some weight on that, and then kind of just cruising my way up these last holds here. Nice solid V4, V5. It's a little bit powerful. Had a comment from an OG viewer, Lorax Tribe. Said he went to the gym once, had a good time, good stuff. He's wanting to climb outside now, or they are wanting to climb outside now the weather is warmer, your inspiration. And that brings up a pretty interesting point that I've been thinking about, outdoor climbing. So when is the best season to do outdoor climbing? As far as I know, the friction is the best in the colder months. So fall and winter and spring are actually the better times to be outside. But my boy Ethan, who was in a previous video, did descend his first V10 this summer in Colorado. So just kind of a reminder that you can't sleep on sending hard even when it is a bit warmer. And if you're strong enough and you can do the climb, there's really no excuses. And even though the conditions can be perfect for it, doesn't mean that you're going to get the send and vice versa. So anyhow, jumping on to, I'm already climbing, but rather paying attention to this black V6, V7 here. Pretty awesome climb. You see I'm struggling to get a foot there, so I kind of pace it on in order to go up left. I'm climbing this bad boy pretty static all the way through. So getting a heel hook, hand heel match, and you're gonna see that I reach out here and almost can't get it. It's kind of holding for a second there, able to get the right hand on, load some weight onto it, go for yet another hand heel match, which is gonna secure in this next move. Thankfully, it's a pretty good hold. And then from here, just gonna be going up to the finish. I love that climb. It felt very powerful. Certainly had to put a little bit of muscle and willpower into it. But if you have the right beta, all the moves are pretty locked in. Felt perfect for the grade. I really enjoyed that climb. So changing up gears, blue V4, V5 here. This one had some pretty fun and silly beta. So I don't know if you guys are familiar with a figure four. A figure four is where you heel hook your own arm. So that's actually what the intended beta is here. I did not, I just kind of campused my way through, which is maybe just as easy, but you're actually supposed to heel hook your own arm. So if you want to see that, I can post that in another video. It's kind of funny. And thankfully the rest of it's pretty juggy, but seeing a lot of people struggle just because the beginning is really powerful for the grade. They're really trying to force that figure four, but kind of fun, more of a party trick than anything, but hey, you gotta love those, you know. So yeah, down climbing that bad boy. And up next, a yellow V6, V7. I was just really interested to climb this, just looking at it, curious to see how difficult it'd be. It didn't look too bad, but it starts down low here. And I knew that I was gonna wanna go up in this undercling right away, and I wasn't exactly sure what to do, but I thought I'd go up left and then try and cross into the feature. So see, I'm gonna come up into the undercling, go out left, I'm gonna switch feet here, and then try and cross in. And actually stick it there, but kind of swing out just because the position didn't feel as good as I thought it would. So a little surprised, so I'm gonna hop back on. I'm gonna start the very same way, go for the exact same beta here. Another comment from C. Flores, 859. So in a previous video, I did a rock called Barfklava, and it could be a portmanteau, I'm not sure what that means, very fancy lingo, my man, of barf and balaclava, a ski mask or a thick bank robber mask, or it could be baklava, which is puff pastry sweet filling. So pretty cool. I'm glad you don't mind the gravelly voice. My voice is feeling much, much better after all the yelling. But I appreciate that. It's always cool to learn something new. So they're just chatting up with my boy Brendan Bars, an extremely strong climber, great guy. Love climbing with him just because he tends to make me feel stronger mentally, which really translates great into hard climbing. And you see, I switched up my beta there. I went for just really bumping my hand out. So I got the left hand and then crossed up, matched, and find my way in these top holds. And it does get a little bit better here. Some pretty good holds. And then just going up to the finish. So getting my feet set, able to go pretty statically. So happy for the send on that. Definitely had to change the beta up a little bit there. And of course, getting that down climb. So this next one is gonna be technical. So another V6, V7, once again climbing all of the new sets. These are all pretty brand new. Oh, bonus, here's Brendan climbing that. He's gonna go with the beta I started with, but was unable to successfully fire off. Brendan is super strong, so he's gonna cruise that. Look at that, just floating up that bad boy. And the ending beta is gonna be pretty comparable to how I did it. Just fun, figured it'd be cool to see. I was going for a heel hook there. See another climber, making it look easy as pie. And then of course me with the Red Lobster shorts coming up. It's actually a bathing suit, but very comfortable. So I had played around this one and I kind of figured out the beta here. So I'm gonna come in and match this first one. For some reason I went my foot out right away. That threw me pretty off balance. So it's getting back in here, going out right, pushing into that moon. Oh, I'm trying with my foot out again. Oh, there we go. Okay, that's how I got my hand out right. Man, I climbed this, I can barely even remember. So going out, I'm actually mantling, and that took me a little while to figure out. Moving my hands up, and I'm gonna get my right foot on here. And I could not really come into that foot. The left hand wasn't feeling too bomber. So I'm gonna brush those holds. We have had the doors open, the garage doors in the gym, so getting a little bit warm, a little humid. So no reason not to send, but you might lose a bit of that friction. Speaking of conditions again. I'm going out right, hitting that mantle, kind of coming in, and you're gonna see that I'm able to hold these now after brushing them, and I go left foot here so I can actually toe hook my right as I catch that pinch. From here, I'm gonna walk my feet up, get a nice little drop knee set to hit the undercling, move my feet out, and go for the top here, which is not as good as it looks. So I'm gonna swing out a little bit, slap the heel hook just to kind of secure myself in order to get that match and get that top. Super happy to get that. And yeah, stoked. So a couple kilter board climbs here. This one is New Ghost, which is a V8, 7B, so an easier 8. Going up left, crossing in, going out left here. And this is gonna be the crux, this next move. So it's a big move up right. Gotta stick that. And I fell a couple times here in a previous session, so happy to stick that, closing the crimp just to really lock that in. Almost crossed under, but decided to go over for a little extra reach. Getting the send there. Up next is Levitation, which is a V8 plus. This one is a V10 at 50 degrees. This is 40 degrees. I didn't mention that in the last climb, 40. But check this out, really high foot, and then I move directly out right. That did take me a few tries as well, and that move feels so cool. And this is why it's called Levitation. You jump out, and it almost feels like you're levitating as you grab that. Slap the foot on. The crimp is pretty good, but I really had to once again close it just to get some extra strength there to cross up right, get in the send. So switching things up, going back downstairs on this one. Once again, quite a few tries. I did not catalog or video. They put this one up after I'd filmed the first session. But he had to fall out right and catch that, and it actually took me like 8 or 9 tries. Quite a few falls on that one move. A bit of a one move wonder, but the one move is really rad, so topping that out. Another comment here from James Hamilton Mertz. Bro, I've watched everybody yours for like 2 years now. Keep it up. My favorite way to relax after work. Dude, so glad you enjoy them, James. I love doing them too. It's a really fun. I just love climbing and cool to see my own climbs, and I'm glad that you guys enjoy them. Keep on posting for your viewing pleasure. But another V4, V5 here. This one is another kind of tricky dynamic move. So you really had to jump out right and then catch that right hand crimp. It's kind of a side pull. If you do it right, it feels pretty locked in, but it's always a little bit funky to kind of go out foot first. Feels almost a little bit clunky as you're kind of just landing with all your weight, just slamming it into that thing. And I had done it before the video, and I'm trying to repeat and able to stick it there, which is pretty rad. The rest of it, not too bad. Getting a crimp and a high foot. Just a reminder of how much I love using high feet. They are pretty awesome. And then load it up, cross into these crimps, just getting some high feet to go to the finish. Another comment here from Quang Quang. I hope I'm saying that right. I feel your sentiments. I was talking about climbing less and concentrating on some calisthenics like planche more. And he's asking if I could document my journey. He'd like some tips. I'd be super happy to. I will include that in the next video. Definitely something I would love to get be full planche. Looks super BA, and it's a very difficult bodyweight move. It's super cool. So this is the green pinch V8 here. So it begins with some pretty good holds. Quite the big pinch jug there, getting set up into the crux. So this is it right here. Middle pinch is pretty solid, and I'm gonna try and switch my heel to a toe and come in left and not the move. So I just fall right out as my weight swings. I'm unable to keep it. And you're gonna see a few attempts on this bad boy. Just getting set back up in the beginning, getting that heel hook on, switching to a toe, trying to high heel. And I'm gonna try and match this up top, but you see that I almost meat hooked it and my hand slid down and knocked off my other hand. So another go here. And I'm pinching the top of that bad boy. I'm gonna try and come into the bottom, do a little bit of a funky match, hit this pinch to readjust. And I'm gonna try and go out right by creating some tension with my foot, but I pop out. I'm not very secure there. So just trying this move in isolation. I know that next hold is good. I just kind of wanted to feel what it felt like. And from here, playing around with where my feet go, grab the top of that pinch, trying to figure out what the setter is intended here. And then going up right. It was actually quite a good hold, but it just felt far there. So once again, giving it another try here. Hitting the start, going up left. You're gonna see I'm getting a little smoother and more confident on this beginning series. Once again, hitting the bottom of that pinch with my left hand, and I'm bumping up here, which is where I'm gonna ultimately need it. And I'm trying to match, but the match did feel a little bit heavy there. So once again, I'm trying it in isolation. Just kind of playing around with it. And able to get set up there in ISO, hit that, and I'm gonna try and bump the right hand, and that's not the move. So not lunges power, I know that that's not the way to do this. So he's getting set back up, another go. I know that I need to match my left in the bottom of this big pinch. That did feel pretty clutch. So trying to get set up here. I'm gonna go to that big pinch, or excuse me, I said the bottom. I actually did my left hand on the top. So you're gonna see here, I kind of got my beta dialed now. I'm gonna go up, get that high foot, go right hand. I'm still trying up high. Oh, I'm not gonna get this end. Yep, going off the middle pinch. There, bumping the left hand up. That's where I'm gonna need it. Left hand high, and trying to go out right. And it just felt a little heavy there. Your hips are up kind of high, so you really need to have a good grasp on this bad boy. So once again, getting set up. I'm really just trying to use that middle pinch you're seeing now. Try to bump out using the long one and just coming off. So quite a few attempts on this. So I figure, okay, I really need my left hand up high. So I'm gonna grab a little bit lower on this pinch, walk my feet in, get my left hand set, get my feet up left hand high, and this is gonna give me enough to match and then go out right. Finally, stoked to have that. First time I hit the crux here. And I'm gonna match this, walk my feet up, go right. And unlike when I tried it in isolation, I'm gonna go up left next. I'm actually biking the edge of the feature there. Getting my left foot out to come in right. I was a bit nervous with this top section. Going out left, feet cut, managed to keep it. Get a heel hook there to secure myself, bump the right hand in. I'm gonna move my left hand out, foot down, and I'm actually pretty secure for the match there. So really stoked to get that. One session felt good. Awesome for the grade. And the last comment in this video is gonna be a roof problem. I reset the roof as well. So green hold's gonna be powerful here. Starting down low, gonna go up left to a pretty good hold. And this next one, there is a rather big, I'm just gonna skip first attempt, going out to the third hold and bumping in, that's a pretty good hold there. The feet felt a little weird here. Your intuition is just the bike. The bike did not feel that good, so I'm gonna switch my feet around, trying to figure out like, where do I need to be for this? And I'm gonna swing out left, but I come off. So I know I need to hit that third hold. So once you get 3 up, there's that good hold on the right, that's okay one on the left. And this time I'm just gonna go out left first, then in right, big feet cut. And I'm gonna kind of try and walk my feet up. But as good as the hands are, the feet surprisingly are just a bit difficult to use. So once again, going out left, gonna match. Go out left, since I was really struggling to get that. Big move, a little too big, cutting feet there and swinging out. Up left, matching this. Going out left, since I was struggling to get that. Going out right, managed to keep it. Really squeeze the core. I'm gonna try and walk my feet up and get a hand heel match here. And the next move, it might be a little bit difficult to see, but there's 2 really big holds out to the left. It's like, I need to get there somehow. And you'd think you just go up left to it. Like, it looks very simple, but you can't quite go up left. So my thought was to try and get a hand heel match there and actually cross over right. So you can see I'm trying to figure out like where do my feet go? Is there a bike I can do? Something tricky. Attempted to jump out, and that is it for the session. Couldn't get it, but there'll be more sessions to come. So thanks for watching, everybody. Much love. Peace. Have a great day.